Today we're drawing mythical creatures.
Randomly generated.
It seems that the equation for mythological creatures is either more or less limbs, like arms and legs or body parts.
Scales,
just
beaks.
like mix two existing animals into one, like a minotaur, like a bull and a human, right?
Yeah. Enter an animal.
I'm gonna go with something really random and go with a scorpion. They've got a weird tail, they've got weird claws, they're just like a weird animal.
Starfish. Enter another animal.
I'm thinking shark. I'm sticking with the underwater theme.
Hedgehog. Hodzin. Do you know what that is?
No, what's that?
It's a kind of bird.
I'm gonna go lion.
Earwig.
All right, just one more animal. I'm gonna go goat. Goats are fun. All right, choose a number between 1 and 6.
This is number of limbs, isn't it?
Enter a facial feature. I like horns. Let's go with horns. Type of person. An explorer?
Oh, yes.
Explorer, okay.
Generate myth.
3, 2,
2, 1.
Beware, in a distant cave dwells a fearful beast with the head of a scorpion. I wanted to get like the tail or the legs or something, or the claws.
Have you ever looked at a scorpion head properly?
I don't want to look at it. I don't like it.
I think you'll find something there.
Has the upper limbs of a shark. The body of a lion. Oh no. It's a lion with little fins. Oh no.
It's a lionfish.
The body of a lion, the legs of a goat. It has 6 horns made of water. Oh shit.
Oh,
I should have put copper for the first one. It eats venom and breathes copper.
breeze copper.
I really messed up those substances, didn't I? It can never leave its dwelling place as it's cursed for choosing to play an explorer. I picked all the right things, I just put them in the wrong order.
Beware, in a distant cloud dwells a fearful beast with the head of a starfish. What's it?
It's just like Patrick from SpongeBob.
It has the upper limbs of a hedgehog, the body of a Hodzin, and the legs of an earwig. It has 5 gills made of rock. How does that work? It eats blood. Oh,
Yeah, that checks out.
breathes toxic sludge.
Yep.
It can never leave its dwelling place as it is cursed for choosing to sing to a fashionista.
Oh! Alright,
Cool.
let's get started.
Oh man.
One thing that I was a little bit unsure about with the brief is that it has the upper limbs of a shark, which is, it's just fins, right? So I was considering just giving him fins as its 4 legs, but then it kind of would have affected the believability of this creature. Like if this creature has shark fins at the front and goat's legs at the back, like does it swim? Does it walk? Like how does it balance all its weight? Because it would kind of just topple forward.
It would have to be bipedal.
Yeah, so instead of just adding shark fins and letting this poor monstrosity topple over, I decided to keep the 4 legs of a lion just so that it looks like it could actually stand up if it wanted to. I think the body of a lion isn't particularly distinct, so I think having some claws and adding that tail of a lion gives it that lion quality that I thought it was missing.
I think the way you've drawn the paws also says lion as opposed to like dog.
Yeah, exactly. I went for those really wide, chunky sort of fingers and those really delicate,
very knobbly as well.
Yeah. I decided to go for really knobbly hind legs because that, for some reason, that just gives goat to me, having like really chunky ankles and chunky knees and then thinner sort of calves. Another thing that I noticed about this creature is that there were a few like repeating shapes that I could use. For example, the pincers of the scorpion sort of resemble the hooves of the goat. They've sort of got these 2 kind of pointed but also kind of rounded shapes, and I thought that was really interesting that they both have the same shape.
And I think that adds to the believability because like in nature a lot of animals will have those repeating shapes and rhythms.
Yeah, there are a few more difficult things in my brief, like liquid horns, like what would that even look like?
Yeah, but you've got him like looking into this pool of water as well, so it all still kind of works.
Yeah, I put him in a little watery environment, so there's water in this, it's fine. I had eats venom in my brief, so I decided to just add some like venomy drips to its mouth. But breathing copper...
It's a question for the chemists.
So instead I decided to give the character and the background a few orange accents as an ode to this copper. I was reading that scorpions have 6 to 12 eyes, and I was like, hell no, I'm not drawing 12 eyes. So I thought just keeping them like shiny black balls, I guess. It was more realistic, but also kind of cute as well.
Yeah. Do you like bugs a bit better now that you've drawn this and it's cute?
Absolutely. I really didn't realize that this is exactly what I needed to draw today. Like, when I started the day, this is not what I thought I was going to be doing. But boy, I'm glad that I did.
This creature will be terrifying. Like, it can chase you down, it can climb, it can scale cliffs with its goat hooves.
Yeah.
It can climb, it can pounce on you and tear you apart with its claws, it can follow you in the water.
Yeah, he probably also swim. I feel like lions can swim. I'm actually pretty scared, but I also love it. He's my baby. I would love to have this as a pet as well. So let me know what I should name this mythological creature in the comments, because I honestly have no idea.
And now a word from our sponsor, Huion.
Huion make the most incredible and affordable drawing tablets. We use them every day in the studio, so any art that you see on Insert Art is going to be made using Huion.
If you're an art student or you know an art student, Huion are running an amazing back-to-school sale running from August 15th to September 14th.
Their Canvas 13 is a pen display unit that is perfect for those beginning their art journey. It's got everything you need to get started in digital art, including a fully laminated anti-glare display, with a range of 16.7 million colors.
Huion's amazing PenTech 3.0 technology gives you a lifelike, battery-free drawing experience with over 8,000 levels of sensitivity. It's super convenient to carry and can be connected with a simple USB-C cable.
But if you're looking for something a little bit more heavy-duty, then check out the Canvas Pro 16, which has an amazing 2.5K resolution.
Its display uses quantum dot technology, providing an amazing 1200:1 contrast ratio for the most vibrant, eye-catching artworks.
You can use your own personalized workflow by mapping your favorite shortcuts to 7 programmable keys.
The 2 USB-C ports mean you can quickly and easily connect to computers, consoles, and Android devices.
So those are 2 amazing Huion products that are just made even more affordable by this back-to-school sale.
Link in the description.
And now back to our creatures.
Between the bird body and the backstory involving singing, it just spoke to me of like a rooster crowing at dawn, which then kind of gave me the background and the environment to place him in.
Yeah.
Also because he's meant to be in the clouds, right?
I've always said that the rooster is the Taylor Swift of birds. Yep.
As in it doesn't shut up. And then the next most obvious like challenge to tackle was the question of the starfish head.
Oh my god.
Because I was like, do I take the head of a starfish, which is kind of like that central part, you know, like, where all the arms come off of, or do I just like slap a starfish on his head? And I thought, you know what, let's lean into it. Let's make it like super wacky and just see how believable I can get it to look. He's been cursed to sing every day for this fashionista. I feel like he was some kind of awful monster, and he was, terrifying and the king of his domain. And he crossed paths with this fashionista who, and like, I don't know, he got in the way of her influencer like selfie shoot, and she got so pissed off that she just like cursed him. And she was like, you know what, you're gonna have to sing for me. And so now this little guy, he's having to, for the rest of his days, he has to sing for this influencer slash fashionista, and he's just like, kill me now.
Kind of feel bad for him now.
Yeah, I know.
That's tortured.
Oh, and he's got his little hedgehog arms, and he's just singing his heart out.
Oh, like, it's giving like T-Rex.
Yeah.
Like T-Rexes have the tiny little arms and the gigantic head.
Yeah. My next question was, what do I do for a mouth? Do I give him a beak? I know starfish have like this really awkward mouth. It's just kind of like a hole filled with teeth inside.
Yeah, no, maybe I'm thinking of an octopus that has a beak.
You probably don't want to put this in the video, but when people talk about like mermaids who wear like starfish as bras, they're like,
Yeah.
You wonder how they stay on? That's how.
No. Never say that ever again. So why I don't like mermaids?
Because Alicia had brought up Patrick Star from SpongeBob earlier,
Yeah, the most iconic starfish known to man. Yeah.
that inspired me. So I Googled Patrick Star singing, and then this came up. And I was like, dang, now I have to use this mouth. So I just kind of yes-anded that, slapped in this absolutely awful mouth, and that's kind of formed the core of the creature, really.
Looks like it's like yodeling or something.
Yeah, like he's in the clouds and he has to sing loud enough that his fashionista boss can hear him, because if she can't hear him, he's gonna get in trouble because she thinks he's not doing his job. One of the things that I always struggle with fantasy creatures is just like how far to render all the different textures. Like for scales.
Yeah, because sometimes it can be a bit distracting if
Yeah.
you put too much detail. But then
Yeah.
also like having detail is quite nice as well.
So, and for this one, like, there's the texture of the head, which is meant to have like rocky gills, and then you've got this bird body, plus you've got hedgehog arms, and then you've got insect legs. I kind of rendered all the textures separately, and
kind of looks like Mr. Potato Head, and like he's got like stuck on arms or something.
Yeah.
It looks a lot sillier.
okay, good. Well, yeah, if silly is what we're going for, then silly is what we've got.
So can this character fly, or is he kind of just like jumping up in the air, or is he like?
Does he have any anatomy that allows him to fly? I mean, like his little arms.
Hey, bees aren't supposed to fly, but they can.
Don't.
Maybe he's like a siren, like he lures people in for song and then like eats their blood.
This guy in the class is going like, wow, wow, wow. That's what my bird does at home. But he was actually really cute. And like the whole time that I was painting him, I never felt like he was terrifying. I just felt like he was cute, and I felt sorry for his cursed life. Yeah.
It's kind of like when people show you photos of their dogs or something, and it's like the ugliest thing, but you know that it's their like absolute pride and joy.
Babies.
It does. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you to our wonderful patrons who keep us inspired and keep us going in the studio. And thank you to our wonderful sponsor, Huion. If you guys want to have a look at our Discord or our Patreon or our wonderful sponsor, Huion, check out the link in the description below.